Coming up next on Newswatch.
The nation is preparing for winter weather. How you can prepare for slippery roads and sidewalks. A water crisis causing outrage in Michigan. Residents might soon see relief.
And in sports, Ohio women's basketball looked to stay perfect in conference play. Newswatch starts right now.
Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens. This is Newswatch.
Winter weather is heading our way. Good evening, I'm Catherine Blaine. Thanks for joining us. We saw a preview Wednesday, but we may see snowfall triple over the weekend. WOUB's Ann Campolongo is out on College Green. So, Ann, what can we expect for this weekend?
That's right, Catherine. I'm out here. This weekend, we are going to see some snow in southeastern Ohio. The timing of the snow looks to be Friday early afternoon into the morning hours on Saturday. We can expect here in Athens between 2 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow afternoon, and that will persist through the day on Friday into Saturday morning. So I'll show you the map that we have on your screen right now. Those are the latest watchings and warnings from this, and those will start again 10 a.m. Friday through the day on Friday into 10 p.m. Saturday evening. So that's how long the watches and warnings are issued for. Again, our main concern is just snow, but all across the eastern seaboard, they'll be slammed with this storm. But here in Athens, we're just looking at 2 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow. But taking a look at temperatures across the region right now, we are holding steady in the mid-20s for most of us, and those temperatures will drop off. Later tonight, we are going to see temperatures in the teens for overnight lows this evening, and as you head off to the bus stop tomorrow morning, we'll see temperatures in the upper teens tomorrow. It will be cold as you start off your Friday. Things will be partly cloudy. We will start the day on a dry note, but then that snow will slowly work our way into our area. So, Catherine, if you are headed out tomorrow morning to work or to school, things will be dry for you. But as you head home tomorrow afternoon and evening, that's when we could see the commute to be messy tomorrow afternoon and evening. But I'll have more about that in my extended forecast coming up.
All right, well, great. Thanks a lot, Ann. And with more winter weather on its way, the city is planning for snow removal. But Athens residents and business owners are still left to clean up part of the mess. When it comes to the streets, the city of Athens has snow removal covered.
We are in preparation to go to 12-hour shifts. Of course, all our trucks are ready. They're on the road today, and tomorrow we'll go through everything again and get ready for Friday and listen to the weatherman, see what he has to say.
But the sidewalks are left to business owners, homeowners, and landlords. If you don't clear a sidewalk within 4 hours of snowfall, you could receive a citation. Most landlords in Athens have maintenance crews that shovel the sidewalks of their properties. But Mayor Steve Patterson has seen some inconsistencies in keeping sidewalks clear.
You know, as I've seen, like last year and the year before with some of the more significant snowfalls, it seems that it tends to be a real kind of patchwork quilt, you know, to where you'll have a home here that's everything's free and clear, and then you get to the next one and someone has done one 12-inch shovel wide, which is fine for myself who have no mobility issues that I can get through, but others not the case.
At today's City Planning Commission meeting, members ended their session by urging everyone to shovel snow on their property. The commission's main concern? Safety. So we are under a winter storm warning right now. So with snow coming our way, stay locked into our website at woub.org. We will keep you posted on road closures. And 2015's weather certainly broke records. We have noticed warmer temperatures this winter, and many experts say it's because of El Nino. According to records by NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, 2015 is now the warmest year on record. 2014 was the previous title holder. NASA reports 2015 was 0.23 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than 2014. Experts say this is a much higher increase than average. We spoke to an expert at the Scalia Laboratory for Atmospheric Analysis at Ohio University who says a warming climate may have something to do with the record-breaking year.
I think if we just note that, look, this was the warmest December on record, and it wasn't just the eastern United States, it was the same for Europe as well. I think that's something that you can sort of, link together and, develop a conclusion that there may be several pieces to this puzzle, but I think a general conclusion is that a warming climate may just be becoming a stronger thing. You know, you can see it visually.
Experts believe 2016 will be another warm year and could even break 2015's temperature records. The Ohio Board of Trustees will vote on tuition increases and the possible demolition of the President Street Academic Center, or PSAC, tomorrow. Athens City Council passed a resolution asking to postpone the demolition of PSAC. The Board of Trustees say they are not taking that lightly. The College of Business would like to use the space for more state-of-the-art classrooms. PSAC has not been used for Ohio University classes since 2003. Officials say the building is in poor condition with safety risks. President Street Academic Center was constructed back in 1911 and was renovated in 1947. The Athens County Sheriff's Office has multiple juveniles have confessed to vandalism, and this comes after several reports of a BB gun shot through the car windows in the area. The Sheriff's Office believes all 30 reported cases are related. They also say the property damage total has exceeded over $15,000. At this time, the case is still under investigation. The funeral is set for a slain Ohio police officer. The funeral will be at 11 a.m. Saturday on the Newark campus of Ohio State University and Central Ohio Technical College. 34-year-old officer Thomas Cottrell's body was found in Danville behind a village municipal building. Authorities allege Cottrell was killed by Herschel Jones III. Jones is now in custody and expected to be charged. The ex-Ohio State University band director is claiming gender discrimination is the reason why he was fired in 2014. Jonathan Waters was fired for ignoring a, quote, sexualized culture in the band, but Waters claims a female cheerleading coach in the same circumstances got a second chance. The university says the situations are different. A judge blocked Waters' request to interview the university's law director and a lawyer with the U.S. Department of Education's Civil Rights Office. The judge says these interviews would not advance his claim. And Pluto fans, watch out. A discovery might give the solar system a new ninth planet. And water crisis in Michigan. Flint residents are getting help from several sources, including a celebrity.
Decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station. My PBS station is part of my community. That's something I really value.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Residents of Flint, Michigan are getting some relief as the water crisis continues. The Michigan State House has approved emergency funding. City officials say there is a lot more work to be done. Andy Rose reports.
There's some relief for the people of Flint, Michigan. The State House approved $28 million in emergency funding, but the mayor says it's not enough.
There have been estimates out there, but that's only about infrastructure, and that's why we can't say exactly what we need, because how do you put a cost on what's happened to what we've done to people? When
forced to do just that, Mayor Karen Weaver says the cost to undo the damage could reach $1.5 billion. The city's water problem began in 2014 when the state temporarily switched the city's water source to the Flint River to save money. People quickly complained the water looked, smelled, and tasted off. Eventually, experts found the water to be highly corrosive and full of lead.
This is something that nobody should have to deal with. Everybody should have clean water, and it's just a travesty.
Lead poisoning can severely affect mental and physical development, especially in children. President Obama addressed those health concerns when speaking in Detroit.
And I know that if I was a parent up there, I would be beside myself that my kid's health could be at risk.
The governor of Michigan, widely criticized for dragging his feet on Flint, apologized for the crisis during his State of the State address.
To you, the people of Flint, I say tonight, as I have before, I am sorry and I will fix it.
Many, including celebrities, have stepped up to help the city. A semi-truck carrying tens of thousands of bottles of water arrived at a Flint area food bank Wednesday morning, thanks to Share. I'm Andy Rose reporting.
The regional director with U.S. Environmental Protection Agency announced his resignation in connection with the crisis. The National Guard says they are confident they have enough water to meet residents' needs. They have distributed over 90,000 cases of water to residents. And the mayor of Flint, Michigan spoke about the ongoing crisis in her city during the U.S. Conference of Mayors in Washington, D.C. As you're about to see, unrelated to the water issue, a protester held up a sign during the press conference. The woman silently placed herself in front of the podium. She held a sign calling for the resignation of Chicago's mayor. Attempts to get her to leave the stage failed, and Rawlings Blake eventually decided to ignore the woman and continue to speak. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel received backlash from the Laquan McDonald case because of the handling of the release of the dash cam video. Chicagoans have asked for his resignation since Thanksgiving. In more unrest in D.C., Secretary of State John Kerry acknowledged to CNBC today that some of the money Iran received in sanctions relief would go to groups considered terrorists. Kerry reiterated that after settling debts, Iran would receive around $55 billion. Here's how Senator Lindsey Graham responded.
Secretary Kerry, it is certain that they will use this money to support terrorism. You might as well have written the check to Assad yourself. You might as well have funded Hezbollah yourself. So all of this cash going into the Ayatollah's pockets won't stay long. It's not going into roads and bridges in Iran. It's going into war machines throughout the Mideast. And to think otherwise is completely naive.
Kerry says there is nothing the U.S. could do to prevent this from happening. And there could be another planet in our solar system. Researchers at the California Institute of Technology have found evidence in the outer solar system, an object that could be a real ninth planet. Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown haven't actually seen the planet, but other evidence helped lead them to conclude that there is one out there. The new find has been nicknamed Planet 9. Caltech says it has a mass of about 10 times that of Earth and orbits about 20 times further from the sun than Neptune. That means it would take about between 10 and 20,000 years to make just one full orbit around the sun. Pluto was considered the ninth planet in our solar system, but then was demoted to dwarf planet status in 2006. And on Wall Street today, U.S. stocks are closing higher, led by a rebound in oil and gas companies as energy prices recovered from a steep drop the day before. WOUB, here's a look at what's coming up tonight on your public television station.
support one student in college with a scholarship. Just the way I want to pass on a legacy of education. I would like to pass PBS on to the next generation. I like to think that PBS is concerned with our soul. If your soul is in the right place, you're in giving back.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Athens is looking at getting a few inches of snow over the weekend, but the East Coast is looking at several feet. Washington, D.C. saw a preview yesterday when they got less than 1 inch of snow, which turned highways into parking lots. That's not the worst they're going to get. Meteorologists say D.C. may get up to 30 inches of snow this weekend. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has already declared a state of emergency and closed schools tomorrow. Maryland and Pennsylvania, as well as North Carolina governors, also declared emergencies. The storm could affect tens of millions of people from the southeast to up to New England. That's what's happening in the northeast, but here closer to Athens, we can expect snow, but not as much snow. Good evening, I'm Ann Campolongo. Thanks for joining us. Taking a look at our weather map, the National Weather Service, the latest warnings and watches that they're showing. Let me step off the screen so you can see it. The advisories and watches will start tomorrow at 10 a.m. and go through Saturday at 10 p.m. So the counties that are in pink, you are under a winter storm warning, which includes all of our counties in eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, and including Athens County here in southeastern Ohio. And then we do have a few counties in the winter weather advisory. They're expecting not as much snow as we are down here. But as far as the snow and the timeline goes for tomorrow, the things we'll begin to see flurries early afternoon on Friday. So you head out the door Friday morning, things will be good. You'll have a dry commute, no problems at all. It will be cold as you start off your Friday, but then those snow showers will work their way up from the south, bringing us snow showers tomorrow afternoon, continuing into the overnight hours Saturday and for much of the day on Saturday. So taking a look at your precipcast, here's where we're watching this low pressure system down to our south. That's slowly gaining moisture and intensity down there. It's going to track up to the northeast, and as it does, here's tomorrow showing you potentially where it could continue to move. We'll begin to see some of those snow showers work their way from south to north, affecting southeastern Ohio, but places like Carolina as well as eastern Kentucky, they will continue to see, they'll continue to see chances for ice. But other than that, we'll see snow here in southeastern Ohio, and we'll see those snow showers work their way up through the area for us on Saturday. But snow totals right now, we're thinking between 2 and 6 inches of snow. That will be what we'll be expecting for tomorrow into the day on Saturday. But again, things could change. If the track goes more north, we could see more snow, but if it continues to stay more to the south, we'll see less snow. So keep it with WOUB. We'll continue to update throughout the day tomorrow. Taking a look at temperatures right now, though, we're in the mid-20s for most of us, 26 here in Athens, 25 over in Chillicothe, and 26 down in Jackson. So mid-20s, temperatures holding steady, but they'll drop off tonight. Skies will clear out. We'll see temperatures in the teens tonight, a much colder evening again. 16 your low in Athens, 16 as well as Chillicothe, and 19 down in Jackson. So partly to clear skies tonight, and then taking a look at your day tomorrow, clouds will start to roll in as we start our day on Friday. But again, things will be dry in the morning. So taking a look at your temperatures for tomorrow, the afternoon highs mid-30s for most of us. So most of the precipitation that will fall will be snow tomorrow. We could see a mix at the beginning of the day, but for the most part, we'll see snow in the afternoon. Hour by hour for you tomorrow, though, snow starts. We could see a few flurries in the morning, but early afternoon is really when we'll continue to see it start. By 1, 2 o'clock, we'll see more steady snow showers working their way through the region, and then snow likely for most of our area by 2 and 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Before tonight, we'll dip down into the teens, 16 your low here in Athens, partly cloudy skies. Again, cold tonight, so if you are headed out, bundle up, and if you're headed off to school in the morning, continue to use the scarf and gloves and hat because it will be cold. 18 for the morning commute as you head out the door tomorrow morning. And then your high tomorrow afternoon, 31. Again, we do have that winter storm warning in effect starting Friday at 10 a.m. into 10 p.m. on Saturday. 31 your low tomorrow. Snow begins early again, 2 to 6 inches possible for the Athens area, but totals could range anywhere between 2 to 6 inches here, and then if you head over the border into West Virginia, they're looking at 10 to 12 inches, even more towards the middle part of West Virginia. So very close cutoff around here for the snow. And then Friday, again, snow in the afternoon. Saturday, snow lingers through the morning part and through the early afternoon, and it will slowly diminish Saturday afternoon. And then Sunday looks to be partly cloudy skies. We'll see temperatures in the mid-30s, and then temperatures really don't change much for next work week, but we'll see more calm conditions during the middle of the week. Carter, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Ann. The NFL has made history once again with a hiring that separates them from most sports franchises. Find out what I'm talking about and more. Plus, the backstretch of the girls' high school basketball season continues tonight. Our Hardwood Hero crews are out covering 4 games. Find out where next on Newswatch.
Granddaughter is named June Elizabeth, but I call her Junebug. My hope is to teach her about kindness and about the love of animals and nature. I want Junebug to have the same opportunities I had by watching PBS. My husband and I feel so strongly about our PBS station that we've included them in our estate plan. PBS is part of our values, and we want to pass it on to the next generation.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Welcome back to sports. I'm Carter Eckel. The Ohio women's basketball team is still perfect in conference following a 93-54 drubbing of Kent State Wednesday night. 4 players for the Cats finished the night in double figures. Jasmine Weatherspoon scored 14 points and grabbed 11 boards, giving her a double-double. Lexi Baldwin was the Green and White's leading scorer with 19 points of her own. At one point, Ohio led by as many as 40 points. The Bobcats traveled to DeKalb, Illinois on Saturday to face the Northern Illinois Huskies. Ohio has now won 9 straight games. Can't get enough of our sports coverage? Yeah, I can't either. Turn on your radio right now and switch that dial to WOUB AM 1340 for the final 10 minutes of Sports Beat. If you can't catch the final few minutes of that, just remember that it airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. Plus, if you like sports debates, Face Off hits WOUB AM 1340 at 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. Check out our 2 full-hour programs and give them a follow on Twitter. Both broadcasts can also be heard online as well at woub.org/listen. Though the season hasn't started yet, Ohio softball is already gaining some attention. Senior outfielder Sloan Walker was named to the College Sports Madness MAC preseason second team. Last year, Walker started in nearly every game and led the Cats in batting average. The season's opening pitch is February 19th against Longwood in Columbia, South Carolina. The second half of the season has tipped off, and our Hardwood Heroes crews will be out covering 4 more games tonight. Athens and Wellston will be battling to stay out of the basement of the TVC Ohio. Athens will be looking for their 3rd win of the season, and Nelsonville York, will match up against Meggs. This will be the 2nd time they faced each other this season. The Lady Buckeyes will be trying to extend their lead over the rest of the conference with a win, while Meggs tries to stay in the hunt in the Ohio. Alexander and River Valley meet for their second face-off of the season after the Lady Spartans defeated the Lady Raiders 48-33 in early December. Southern challenges the Lady Tomcats in Gloucester as well tonight. Trimble holds a 3-game winning streak but fell to Southern in their last showdown 31-29. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m. The Buffalo Bills hired a full-time female assistant coach on Wednesday. Catherine Smith is now the NFL's first female coach who will be serving in a full-time position. She will serve as the special teams quality control coach after serving as an administrative assistant for the Jets and under Rex Ryan for the last 12 years. This isn't the first time the Bills have leaped over the gender barrier after hiring the NFL's first female scout back in 1986. Now from the turf, back to the hardwood as the Cavs took on the Brooklyn Nets Wednesday night. The Cavaliers bounced back from their blowout loss with a convincing win over the Nets. The most the Cavaliers ever trailed by was 2 points as they essentially went wire-to-wire in their win. Kevin Love posted an impressive double-double with 17 points and 18 rebounds. However, neither team was able to get much going from beyond the arc as the 2 squads combined to shoot 9 of 36 from deep. Cleveland's 91-78 win keeps them with a 3-game advantage over the Raptors in the Eastern Conference standings. That does it for sports. Back to you, Ann.
And there's a new trend in outdoor winter art in Minnesota. People are freezing their jeans and other clothing and putting them in their yards as ice sculptures. It all started with one Minneapolis resident placing frozen pants across the neighborhood to lighten the mood. Now neighbors are joining in on the fun and posting the photos on social media. But some neighbors say the trend is a little strange. One man says he saw some frozen pants while walking his dog, and his pet got scared and tried to run away. So Ann, we'll toss it back over to you for a final look at weather.
Thanks, Catherine. Tonight, if you're headed out, another chilly night out there. 16 will be our low. We'll see partly cloudy skies. Cold evening ahead. Tomorrow starts off dry, but we'll see snow showers starting in the early afternoon. Again, 2 to 6 inches possible for the Athens area, but snow won't be a factor as you head out the door tomorrow, but it will be a factor as you head home from work or from school. And for taking a look at your 7-day, temperatures holding in the 30s for much of the week next week. Catherine, back to you.
For our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. I'm Catherine Blaine. Stay tuned for the PBS News Hour coming up next. And remember, you can find the latest news anytime you need at WOUB.org. And as always, have a great night.
Decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station. My PBS station is part of my community. That's something I really value.